on now. Freddie Prinze Jr. about to speak.
I did a Star Wars cartoon.
Did a cartoon. Good for you.
So even I get hate from Star Wars fans.
Why would you get hate? All right, explain this to me.
When I'm like, look, dog, you're just mad the franchise isn't aging with you.
I'm mad. I'm mad because the franchise isn't aging with me? You mean the story isn't getting better? Yeah, I agree. The story isn't getting better.
Right.
But that ain't how it works.
But that's not how it works. It's supposed to get worse. Explain this to me. Explain this to me, Freddie, because I don't seem to understand.
The first one was for fucking kids.
The first one was for kids. Did you... The what?
Right.
Yep. The second three were for different fucking kids, and this one is for kids. You just pissed off that Han Solo gave the fucking Millennium Falcon to a girl.
Oh, it's that tired-ass argument. You know, you're starting to sound like a Disney Lucasfilm employee.
Yeah.
That's it. Because Luke Skywalker's Cinderella or Sleeping Beauty.
Luke Skywalker is Cinderella or Sleeping Beauty. Disney Lucasfilm employee. I think he might be a Disney Lucasfilm employee.
Yeah.
Okay, he can talk to things that don't speak English and understands what they're fucking saying. He gets a fairy godfather instead of a fairy godmother who teaches him how to be the best Jedi in the world in no time fucking flat. And everybody, like, I know more about the Force than most people because Dave Filoni taught me and George Lucas taught him.
Oh, Lord. Dave Filoni taught you.
And all these video games have fucked people up on what the Force is. Like, Luke's skill doesn't dictate whether he wins or loses.
Right.
The Emperor doesn't dictate whether he wins or loses. The Force dictates who wins or loses based on balance. And here's the quick version on how to explain it to all these people who fucking think they get to decide.
Oh, you know better than everybody else. Where have I heard that kind of elitism from?
In the first if you want to do this like time-wise, Palpatine, you would say, and Yoda are the smartest two. Palpatine clearly smarter because Yoda was blind to the power of the dark side and the seduction of Anakin. So let's talk about the seduction of Anakin fucking Skywalker for a second. If the Emperor is the smartest dude in the universe and knows that the Force dictates this, if he kills who he sees as a rival, Anakin, then he knows the Force is just going to fucking correct that because the Emperor knows this.
I'm starting to think this cat maybe read an outline, but never really watched the films, or maybe internalized them, maybe understood the expanded universe. Maybe he's starting to sound like a Disney Lucasfilm employee.
These are George Lucas's words, not mine, so fuck you if you disagree with me.
Oh, he is a Disney Lucasfilm employee. Now it makes sense. He has no idea what he's talking about.
Straight up, this is information, not affirmation time. Straight up, man.
And he knows better. He knows better than you. Yeah, he knows more. He understands it. He's better than you.
So the Emperor knows that. So instead of killing Anakin, what does he do? He seduces Anakin.
Sounds like you're seducing stupidity.
To double the strength of the dark side. So then what does the Force do?
Balance.
It balances us. How? It gives us twins, Luke and Leia, 2 and fucking 2. Balance. And if you look at the movie through just that simple perspective, you will not only know why every single bad guy loses and every single good guy loses, you'll know who's going to win and lose in the next fucking movies. I can tell you, I just don't want to wreck it.
Wait, are you explaining to us how films normally turn out, how stories normally turn out? I mean, I know the good guy doesn't always win in the end. Usually a good storyteller can have the bad guys win and create an interesting story and dynamic. You know, things like drama, decent storytelling. You know, what episode 8 should have been.
People bitch about the dumbest shit.
People bitch about the dumbest shit. Freddie Prinze Jr.
Like it's archetype characters. This is George Lucas's words. There is no Jack Bauer in Star Wars. That character doesn't exist. It's not Han Solo. Han Solo's a reluctant hero, okay? He's a reluctant hero. That's the archetype. Darth Maul, who everybody wants to win, and he's everyone's favorite because he looks sick and he's great in the video games.
Does look cool.
Fuck you guys.
F you guys. Because he's a Disney Lucasfilm employee and he knows better. And this is how they feel about the fans.
He's Sisyphus. He is born to fail. Learn your Greek mythology like, I don't know, George fucking Lucas did. He's cursed to roll a boulder up the hill only to have it roll to the bottom again every single time for eternity. Yes.
Sounds like the financial plan of Disney Lucasfilm. You know, working against the fans, attacking the fans, labeling the fans, and then expecting to make money.
That is Darth Maul's quest.
Yes.
He's in on the joke, you guys. He knows it. He's just cursed to live that life. Again, not my opinion. George Lucas's. So go fuck yourself if you disagree.
Remember to go F yourself if you disagree with Disney Lucasfilm or their employees or their company culture.
You don't get to level up in the Star Wars world. That's a fucking video game.
Well, these guys interview them are just shills. They're straight. They're just laughing it up. There's no leveling up. There's no need for training. Hold on for a second, Freddie. I know you're the expert here. I understand you're a Disney Lucasfilm employee and you're the expert on what a fan is supposed to understand. But in the movies, and in the books, I'm sure that you've read all of those. Isn't there training involved? Isn't there training involved? What, you get to a certain point, you're just great, and that's it? You don't get any better? You're telling me that Yoda was just great as soon as he became a Jedi, and he hit that plateau and kept running with it for 900 years? Okay.
There's no such thing as a gray Jedi. Qui-Gon even says, I turn towards the light because it's there. There's no gray. That's pretend fan fiction shit, which is cool, but don't try to canonize it because it doesn't work.
No, Disney Lucasfilm doesn't work.
And I'm never going to buy it, ever.
Good, because I'm never going to buy a single one of their movies.
Star Wars is for fucking kids.
It's for kids. Remember, it's for kids.
Donald, we mentioned Jonathan Kasdan, one of the screenwriters earlier. He recently said that Lando is pansexual, as you may have seen. Were you aware of this when you were filming?
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
I didn't know he said that.
How can you not be pansexual in space? There's so many things. There's so many things to have sex with.
Sorry. I'm sorry, man.
That's incredible.
So just remember, it's just for kids. People getting severed limbs, people dying, wartime. Oh, and don't forget pansexuals in space. This is a gift. Thank you, Freddie. Again, you have helped me to expand my assessment of Disney Lucasfilm with my upcoming book series, The Phantom Menace Volumes. You're going to get quoted, buddy. Absolutely, because it is too much of a perfect example of the company culture at Disney Lucasfilm. This is what that company culture dictates. F the fans. We know better. We don't have to really understand the material or know it, but we know better. You don't. And it's just for kids while we're injecting socio-political shit. And it's just for kids while we're injecting pansexuals in space and just utter garbage. Thank you, Freddie. I just thank you, buddy. Thank you for explaining that to us. For again showing what the feelings are behind the curtain. And you got all these shills, all these access media sites out there that are sticking up for it like he did something great. Let me explain something. You do what you want with your money. You do what you want with your money. If anything, the Phantom Menace stands for you liking what you like, you having your own opinion on what you like, and spending your money where you want to spend it. But understand this, that if you pay these people to go see 9, if you pay them, you're rewarding this. You're rewarding this. This is the company culture you're rewarding. This is the kind of ideology that you're rewarding. If you're going to pay to see this movie, and I mean, if you're going to review it, you know, if it's you know, it is what it is. But you really want to reward this? You want to reward this guy telling you to F off? He's just reflecting. He's just mirroring the sentiment at Disney, at Lucasfilm. That's all he's doing. He's just out and loud and proud about it. Just like others have been in the past. You can find those tweets. Matter of fact, I put it all together for you in the Phantom Menace volumes. this one's going to get added in. Thank you, Freddie. Thank you for explaining to us exactly what y'all think of the fandom, how you feel about us. If y'all want to reward that behavior, go see episode 9. Go pay for it. Go ahead. This is author Stephen Walton, and I am promising you that if my science fiction series, The Elemental Saga, ever makes it big or small, or whatever, I'm going to love and respect every one of my fans. And I will never, ever sell that property to a company like Disney Lucasfilm that will create a company culture like this jackass. Peace.